Check it out, 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 check it out. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Check it out, 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 check it out. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Check it out, check it out, check it out.
Well, good morning, STATENDAM. How's everybody doing? Good, good. Good morning. Thanks for joining us this morning. Hey, Kaylin, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good. You know, I'm especially good because Manoj was wandering by here, and I thought, let's rope that guy in and put him on stage. Why not? Come on, let's make him a star. Manoj, how are you doing? Manoj is our cellar master, everybody. How about a nice round of applause for Manoj, huh?
Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Yeah, that's very nice of you. That's right. Yeah, Manoj, where are you from?
I'm from India, Mumbai.
You're from Mumbai in India. Really? What a huge, amazing, and exciting city to be from.
Oh, it is, it is. I don't know, how many of you been to Mumbai? Anybody? All right.
We still have a little music playing in the house, guys. Thank you so much. There we go. You're from Mumbai. Tell us 3 things that we should go and see if we go to Mumbai.
All right. In fact, before telling about Mumbai, I want to tell, I was watching this CNN yesterday. There was a photographer, a world-famous photographer, I think Mr. McCurry. I don't know if you know.
No, I don't know. Yeah. No.
The famous Afghanistan girl with the green eyes on a National Geographic photo.
Oh, right. He took that photo. Yeah,
he's beautiful. Like, he's going to be historic, and everybody's going to remember him because of that photo. So yesterday was his interview, and then that's how it came into my mind, So he was telling that he was in India just for 2 weeks to do some photo session, and he loved it so much that 2 weeks turned into 2 years.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And the same thing the interviewer was asking him, like, what happened? Like, he said, I don't know, when I went to India, it was a different planet for me. It was a completely different world, a complete different humans, the different colors, what they wear, what they eat. And he said it was just made for my photography. So that's how the different India is. So yeah, it is completely different. I mean, when I was in India, that was a small world for me. When I started joining the cruise line, and I went around the world, and I saw my country is something little, very, very different, actually. Not little, but completely different. Yeah, so I find it is really crowded, first of all, starting with something negative,
There you go.
It is crowded, full of people. You will always see people walking around. When I went to like Europe and other countries, I see like 5 or 10 people walking, and I'm like, where are the people here? Are they living? Where do they live? Where do they work? But that is there. Yeah, and the people are very different, very loving. You'll always find them, everybody helping you and talking to you. Yeah, they always want to show you their culture, and they're always inviting you for everything. Yeah, I don't know. You have been to Mumbai?
I've never been to India.
No, I can spell Mumbai, though.
You can.
I can spell it M-U-M-B-A-I.
M-U-M-B-I, right.
Aha, there you go. All right.
I was like, wait a
It's
second.
like, whoa, I was sweating for a second, huh?
Yeah, and there's another thing is it was Bombay first, and they changed it to Mumbai, right?
Who changed it to Mumbai from Bombay?
Government. It's a government. Actually, the original name is Mumbai. It's a name of a goddess. Okay. So when like Britishers were ruling us, because of the accent, it's become Mumbai to Bombay. Yeah. So now they thought it's a name of a goddess which is auspicious, and we should bring back the name of the goddess than just change of accent. Because of accent, it got changed to Bombay.
Now, pardon my ignorance here, but what language is spoken in Mumbai? I mean, there's English, obviously.
English is basically international. There is known as Hindi, which is national language. So all the states speak national language. Yeah, we have like 38 states in India. Each state has different language. Each state has different writing. Each state has different dressing. Each state has different cuisine. So it's everything different. They're like small countries, you can say.
Hang on 1 second. There are 38 states.
Yes.
And there are 38 different languages. Did you catch that? That are spoken in those?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And different writings. So for me, the next writing is like Chinese for me. I cannot read it. It's like.
Wow, it's that different. I would think it was just like a slate.
I didn't realize. That's fascinating, isn't it? Do you want to know something else about India? What are you thinking about India there?
Oh, about India?
Yeah. What else is showing up for you about India?
Well, I'm just wondering. I know that there's different like, what part of India is, I don't know my geography, because I know, like, the northern part, the dishes are more buttery. Southern part, it's more spicy. So what's
yes,
it?
you're right. Yeah. Yeah, she's a
Party
fun
planner,
planner.
you know.
And the food, she
I'm
knows
the
really.
foodie, so, like, what is your area?
Yeah.
Are you the
Well,
more
I'm
spicy?
from Western, actually, Maharashtra. It is spicy. It is spicy. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Ours is the northern side is the most beautiful part of India. Actually, the Kashmir. You know, the very famous Kashmir, where Pakistan is fighting for. Yeah. So that side is more on a heavy food, more of a butter and all this butter chicken, if you heard about. And
Delicious.
All this. Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
These are the famous dishes coming from northern India. Then southern part is more spicy because they are more famous of growing spices as well. So that is
so
more
use
hot
it more.
food there, yeah. And the eastern part is next to China and it's border of China. So you will find a lot of Chinese culture over there. In fact, they even look like Chinese. Those people in India, they are Indians, but they look even like Chinese. They have their food is like Chinese as well. And a lot of culture,
this is a very important question you asked. And this is really a pivotal question, I think, Caitlin, because you're the cellar master.
Right.
And he's responsible for making sure that we have a variety of wines that match any meal. And I'm just curious, you know, at home, when you do food and beverage pairings, because I know that wine is not really, you know, the predominant beverage in India, but when you do food and beverage pairings, what do you put with those buttery foods from up north or those more spicy foods from out west where you're from?
Yeah, okay, yeah. This is a good question. But frankly speaking, not at home. I'm not even allowed to bring a bottle of wine at home. If I bring it, you know, it's going to be a big drama there.
Why? Why is that? Why?
Just because I'm the only black sheep in my family. Yeah. Yeah, nobody else drinks. Nobody even knows. My father doesn't even know what is wine or what is rum or what is the difference between that or something. They just know that's booze, and which is very, very big.
So you're not allowed to drink where you're from.
I mean, they know that I am. Like, I told them, like, that's how I earn my bread and butter. So, you know, I have no other choice than drinking, right?
Good dodge, man. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. But okay, for Asian food is really aromatic. I mean, and very spicy as well. So the good wines are actually, I don't know how many of you heard or tried this wine, white wine Viognier. Yeah,
Viognier,
yeah,
no.
it's a grape which is very aromatic itself. If you try these wines, I mean, it's very fragrant wines, yeah. Or
Is it an Indian wine? Is it
no,
from no?
It's French grape actually, but you find most of the state. Even in the U.S., you find those wines.
Now let me ask you this though: like if you have a buttery food in northern India, like what kind of local Indian beverage do you serve with that?
Oh, local Indian beverage is beer. I mean,
beer.
Yeah,
oh,
beer
okay.
can go very well because beer is something refreshing. You can have it anytime, and it even smooth down the spices. Yeah.
I
see. We prefer beer. I mean, when I'm with friends or something. Yeah.
Now, is it a lager?
My mouth is watering already.
Are they? Are they lagers? I mean, because the English were there for so long.
Yeah.
Do they replicate the English range of beers? So are there lagers and bitters and that kind of thing?
Not really. Lagers and bitters are not doing that well. But we have an Indian beer known as Kingfisher. And the owner has become like billionaire. He's got his own Kingfisher Airlines now, etc. The international airline, But he made his business with Kingfisher beer. And if you go to India, you'll find Kingfisher beer in every corner. They have it in Holland, America, but only in the Tamarind restaurant in the signature class.
I see.
Yeah.
Now that's interesting.
So, I mean, we are having wineries as well. India is coming up with wineries. Like I was working in a winery before coming here.
So there are at least 15, 20 if your family is not really a boozy family, how did you get into being a cellar master?
Well, I was doing my hotel management, so it's like out of our 6 friends, all 5 were Christians with me, and I mean, usually you find it, but I don't feel myself personally something bad, you know. I mean, I know it's good, even it's good for your health. That's why I try to convince them. I mean, I try to even tell them to have a sip, but I just get shout nothing else.
But Jesus served wine at the Last Supper, right? There were 13 guys there. They were saying, let's eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we shall die, right? It says that right there in the book.
Yeah, well, I try to convince them, but
no discussing it, huh? Okay, well,
but
anyway,
they let me drink. That's the good thing, you know. I mean, they think, you can go with your friends, you can drink outside. Don't come drunk at home, and don't bring the bottles in. I was like, okay.
There you go.
So you got into it as part of your...
Yeah, so when I was doing my hotel management for 3 years, it was part of my curriculum. The second year, I was studying only wines, but I never tasted it. So when I joined the Royal Caribbean, there was a vacancy for a wine tender. So I applied and I passed the exam. I was the highest actually because I knew all the theoretical part, but I've never tasted it. So I got through the position.
Hang
then I
on, wait a
started-
minute. Hang on, one cotton picking minute.
Yeah, yeah, no problem.
You had tasted, you knew all the theoretical stuff. So you had
Yes.
read all about you knew the different wine varieties and all these different things,
Yes,
but you had
everything.
never tasted
Never
wine.
tasted it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing because, tasting the wine is such a huge part of it.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Because first of all, I mean, yeah, shortage of international wines in India, and that time I couldn't even taste when I was studying because I must be like 17, 18 years old or something, which is you're not even allowed to drink.
Yeah.
And after that, I just came on a ship, so, and I was drinking beer and all. I was not a huge wine fan that time, like
Yeah.
when I got into the position. Yeah, so when I joined the position and I was trying and drinking, and I was like, oh my God, what I was missing for all these years,
Yeah. Now, you were telling me the other day in India, so say kind of one of the least expensive bottles of wine on board ship here would be
Oh, yes.
very expensive back home in India.
Yeah, all these expensive, I mean, all these inexpensive wines on board, like which are very local for you as well. On board is still expensive, like maybe $30. It's costing you $30. If I go to the supermarket, those are $5. You know that. But the same $5 wine, when I go to India, is like $100 or $150.
Wow.
The exact
Wow.
same wine, like Chateau Saint Michel Riesling. I cannot really touch it, because I know. And in fact, I'm not even paying $5 here. It's like free for me.
But you can't even at home. It's
Yeah.
really
So they put a lot of
expensive.
tariffs and
A
whatnot
lot
on
of
it.
taxes. So
Yeah.
I really don't go for. I mean, once in a while is fine. You cannot just have it like every time. So I prefer Indian wines there. It's much better.
Yeah.
What region in India, if they were to develop, would be the best wine growing region?
Yeah,
Would it be somewhere in the?
Yeah, it is. I mean, there is known as Nasik. It's like 4 hours drive from Mumbai, on the eastern side. Yeah, 4 hours drive. So it's very famous for their grapes before. I mean, it was famous for their wines. It was very famous for their grapes, the table grapes actually, which they were exporting everywhere. Yeah. So after that, yeah, all these owners, which were very filthy rich because of these grapes, they thought of coming into wines, and one person started, and it just started mushrooming up. So that is known as Napa Valley of India. Nasik is known as. So they have
Wow.
at least 20 wineries by now, and
Oh, wow.
they're just coming up.
Kinda
Yeah, there's
growing.
there are some wineries in northern side as well, northern India. Yeah, slowly they will come up. Like
That's fascinating. So we were talking just a little bit about different things that you would pair with spicy
Yeah.
food from, or the different types of food that are available in India,
Yeah.
and we were talking about those buttery foods.
Yes.
Hey, in northern India, and you described a particular vintage. Hey,
Yeah.
and the product of a particular vineyard. Vintner. But I'm just
Pioneer.
curious to know, like, there are a variety of different types of grapes, and most of
Yeah,
us are
yeah.
familiar with these, like the Riesling, the Chardonnay. There are different
Yes,
varieties. What varieties really work well with northern Indian cooking? First, let's talk a little something about the dishes, and then talk about what you would pair them with. Like butter chicken is one of my favorite things.
Yes,
The chef on board, Bita. Is it
Bita.
bitter? Is it bitter? He's not bitter to me. He's very sweet to me. He's always very nice to me.
Oh God, I never
Is
thought
it
that
bitter?
way,
I always call him bitter. No, it's not. I mean, it's just nice. He's my neighbor, Anyway, Bitta, he's a chef, and he makes this amazing Indian buffet. And at the Indian buffet, one of the things that he puts on there is this butter chicken, which are these little nuggets of very, very extraordinarily tender
Oh,
chicken.
yes, yeah.
I mean, melt in your mouth, and it has this amazing gravy, or whatever. Is that great? What is that?
It's a tomato-based gravy, actually. You want me
Is
to tell
it?
the entire recipe?
You would
Okay.
never know it was tomato.
Okay, take half a kilo of chicken,
Uh-huh.
boneless chicken. Okay, I'm joking.
no, it's okay with me.
Yeah. No, the chicken tikka pieces, if you heard about, I don't know, chicken tikka. So these are the red color. If you go to the Indian restaurant, you'll see the chicken tikka pieces. In fact, in UK, their national dish is chicken tikka masala.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know
that's
that.
their national dish. Yeah, they are fascinated by Indian food. Every corner you find an Indian restaurant there. Yeah. So this chicken tikka is boneless chicken pieces, which are marinated in yogurt-based marination for at most 12 hours or overnight. And then you put in a skewers and you put it in a charcoal oven. So it's the charcoal that gives all the smoky flavor. That's how we make chicken tikka first. So these are the pieces you're talking about, used in butter chicken. And the gravy, we call it gravy actually in India, but it's not a real brown gravy what you use. Or the sauce is made out of tomatoes. It's a completely tomato-based gravy. In fact, you first make, what do you call it? Blanched tomatoes, okay? You take out the juice and then you actually give a tempering of butter, ginger garlic paste, and this tomato sauce, and the cream, the fenugreek powder, and a lot of other spices as well, the cashew paste. That's how it make it that butter
Cashew
based. So
paste.
it's usually tomato based. Butter chicken is a tomato based gravy.
But when you taste that, you'd never think that it was tomato based because it's
Yeah.
not like marinara or like
No,
something
no,
like
no,
that.
no.
It's
Because
outstanding.
there's so much of cashew paste and cream is added and the ginger garlic. I mean, Indian food is completely, I mean, you cannot really make out what it's made of, you know. It's like
No, you really
So
can't. It
much
just
going
tastes
on.
good.
Yeah.
So what wine would you pair with that?
Yeah, butter chicken, as I said, the first Viognier is itself very aromatic. So most of the Indian food is very aromatic and full of flavors. So that's why Viognier is very nice. Besides that, Gewürztraminer, again, that's the grape,
Gewürztraminer.
is again known for their spice. And Gewürz means spice itself in German. Gewürz is spice. So Gewürztraminer is again an aromatic white wine, which can go well. Sometimes it's a little sweeter. Yeah, they do recommend sweet wines with Indian cuisine. But I wouldn't go for always sweet. I'm not a real big fan of sweet wines or each and every course. But otherwise, to just smooth down the spiciness, the little sweeter wines are fine. Okay, we have Conundrum on board. I don't know if you tried Conundrum.
No, colon drum.
It's very nice as well. Yeah, it's a blend of 5 grapes. It's not really sweet. It's little bit sweet touch. You know, it's off dry, but it's again aromatic. Okay, again a little sweeter. The Riesling is nice, or the sparkling wine or champagne.
We love
Yeah.
champagne.
So it's anytime good with the Indian food. Again, just like beer, as I said, but champagne is also carbonated. It even slows down the spices.
The spice level.
Yeah. See, it's for you guys. Actually, I'm very good with the spices, so it doesn't really matter.
What
to
is
me.
your favorite? Okay, now that's a good question. Like, what is your favorite spicy dish from back home? If your mom, and when you get home
yeah.
and you see your mother, and you're like, "Mommy, I love you so much. I haven't seen you in a month of Sundays. Please make me." What is it?
Oh, it's a tough question. You know, it's asking like, which is your favorite kid or something like
Your
that.
child.
Oh,
I love all my children just the same.
Yeah, it is very tough question. Believe me, like I like something from chicken which is made and something from this. Yeah, but if you ask me, I like homemade chicken curry made by my mom. Like she has a different style, came from her mother. Yeah, it's so much of. It's a so lengthy process. Like I have to wait at least for 2 hours to get that chicken
my
to
gosh.
happen. You know, so all this coconut paste and whatever paste you make, I don't even know what
You
she
know what's
puts
in
in
it, but
there.
it's good.
Really? Well, it takes 2 hours. You got to pay attention that long just to get to it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just thousands of spices, all different rice spices. She first roast it, then she blend it with. It's usually women prefer in India. Even you have mixie, it's nice to do with the hand. Pestilling
Yeah.
it gives the best flavor.
I see.
Yeah.
So it really blends the oils and
yeah,
the aromatics from each one of the spices,
right.
huh? That's fascinating. So when you go home and you're having something spicy back home and there's no beer available, but you're actually able to sneak a bottle of wine back, like what wine would you, let's say you were able to bring a bottle of wine back in your luggage and you're just kind of hiding it and you wanted to make sure you had something special for when you when you got home to have mom's chicken curry, what would you bring with you?
Well, I like what I like here is my personal favorite. Yesterday when I was telling in premium wine tasting, Magnificat is my most favorite.
Magnificent.
Yeah, it's a Franciscan winery from Napa Valley. It's a Meritage wine, very full-bodied, very nice. So when I was in Royal Caribbean, in fact, that was my most favorite. So the day I joined Holland America, when I was looking at the wine list, I was looking at, do they have Magnificat? And I was like, oh yes, they have it. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, so it's my favorite. It's like nice and full-bodied, nice smooth tannins. All right. Yeah,
Nice.
Shiraz is also good for Indian cook
I
food.
love
Like
Shiraz.
Shiraz is spiced wine, you know, so it's good
Yeah.
with Indian food as well.
Oh, good.
And full-bodied wines, and of course, it again depends on your palate as well. India is not a big wine drinker, but those who knows about the Indians, still, even my friends, basically number one, they are Scotch drinkers. In India, you will find a lot of them, huge fans are Scotch drinkers. They are slowly coming into wines, but now initial drinkers, they really prefer white Zinfandels or rosés or little sweeter wines.
Mm-hmm.
The full-bodied wines become a little stronger for them.
Okay, now that's
my
interesting.
friends hate me if I bring such wines to them. They just want sweet and real wine.
They don't
so,
want sweet. They want something.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh, that's interesting. Now we want to give you an opportunity to ask a question or two if you've got one. There's something showing up with our massive audience here. It's going to take a bit for us to get out there and cover everybody. I don't know. There's so many
One
people
at a
here.
time.
But yeah, really. Normally we'd. But does anyone have anything that they want to? Is anything showing up for you to ask? Is anything showing? How often do you get back home?
Oh, I go every 6 months. So I've finished 5 months, now just 1 more month. And 2 months off, and then I come back again.
Yeah. What are you saving up for? Are you building a house back home?
Not really. Yeah, building a house in Bombay is like building a house and like on moon for us.
In like where?
Yeah,
Oh, on the
in
moon.
Bombay, it's become so expensive. You need to buy a ready-made house. Like, yeah, you cannot really dream of houses like you have a nice own 2-story building or something. Yeah, that is not possible in Bombay. You have to be a billionaire to own that in Bombay.
Wow.
Or Mumbai, yeah. So it's like we buy a flat there. Yeah, that costs fortune as well. But yeah, I do have my flat like before.
Yeah.
And I
oh.
stay with my parents. It's like that's how our family are like. You always stay with the parents and wife and together. It's like a joint family. So
Big extended family all
Yeah,
under one
yeah.
roof. Wow, that sounds
Right.
really nice. Yeah. Well, we'd like to thank you so much,
Oh,
Manoj,
thank
for
you very
coming
much,
out and
Anthony.
joining
Thanks,
us. It's
Kathleen.
been
Yeah.
really
Thank you.
delightful having you here. What are you looking forward to today? What's happening on the schedule today that you think is really
today,
fun?
the main thing is champagne tasting. Yeah, we are having it at 2 o'clock. Anybody of you coming or joining in for that? Oh, yeah. All right, we'll be having 5 kinds of champagne. I mean, this is sparkling wine and champagne, 2 champagnes and 3 sparkling wines from Spain, Italy, okay, and from USA. So just find out the differences. Yeah, what is the difference in each, and how it's made, and what is the difference in all. And you can enjoy it. Once you learn about it, it's very nice and interesting to learn many things. And you can choose what you like for tomorrow's New Year's Eve. Yeah, so it can be interesting. It's like $25 per person. Okay, it's going to be in Pinnacle Grill at 2 o'clock.
That's a nice
Cool.
thing. I love
Yeah.
the champagne tasting. Caitlin, what are you looking
Nice.
forward to?
Fish tacos at 11.
That sounds
Fish
great.
tacos.
That
We're
sounds like it
making
would
fish
go
tacos
great
at-
with champagne.
I think so. I'd be on board with
That's in the
that.
wrong order, though. We should do use 11 then at 2. Well, anyway. And, folks, today, of course, we're going to be tendering into Fuerte Almador. I want to remind everybody that you are going to need a tender ticket if you're traveling independently. Tender tickets don't cost any money. You can't get them in advance, but they are one of the ways that we help to organize everybody going ashore. If you'll please be mindful of the fact that you just come down when you're completely ready to go ashore, get your tender ticket, and we'll get you off and on your way to a great time in Fuerte Almador. And that's all I got.
Yay.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever you do, make it a great day. We'll see you all out and about.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Check it out, 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 check it out. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Check it out, 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 check it out. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Check it out, check it out, check it out.